Welcome back to a new machine learning tutorial. In this video we are going to talk about label encoder using Python Scikit-learn. Let's start coding. I'm in VS Code right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close this welcome page. I'm going to create a new file like label encoder.ipynb file Jupyter notebook, and I'm going to select my kernel up in here, and I'm going to create a markdown like label encoder. And let's talk about it. Label encoder is a tool used to convert categorical data into a numerical form that machine learning algorithms can process. This process is essential because many algorithms require input features to be numeric rather than categorical. Label encoding assigns each unique label in a categorical feature to a unique integer, which makes it possible to use these features in model training. So let's do an example. Let's say that we have the size column and we have small, medium, large, large, medium, large. So this is our size column, and let's add spaces between each of them. And now we want to use label encoder. So we are going to set small is going to be 0, medium is going to be 1, and large is going to be 2. And we are going to change with these values for machine learning algorithms to work with this data. So I will say size and label encoded. Now let's insert our values. So it's small, then it's going to be 0, it's medium, then it's going to be 1, it's large, so it's going to be 2. Same applies for this, and at the medium side we are going to say 1, and at the large size we are going to have 2. So this size label encoded is going to be our new column when we use the label encoder. Okay, so let's apply label encoding in Python. For that I'm going to import pandas, and then I will say data, pandas data frame, and I will say color is going to be, let's say, red, blue, green, blue, and red. And let's call our data. So we have a data frame like this, and next what I'm going to do is I'm going to firstly apply label encoding with pandas, then I'm going to use it with scikit-learn. So we have a factorize function in pandas which stands for quick transformations, just like label encoding. So let's do that. What I'm going to say is I will say data pandas factorize, and I will say data.copy, and I will display it in here. So it's the same data set, and I'm going to say like data pandas factorize color encoded, and I will use pandas.factorize function, and I will pass data pandas vectorize and color from here. Also I will pick the first element in here. So before running this, let me show you what we do in here. In here I'm taking this one out in a series format, so it's a pandas series. We can check it quickly. It's a pandas series. We take the series and we pass it into the PD factorize function like this. And let me show you what we are going to get. In return, we return an array like this. And now what I'm going to do is I will say 0 for only selecting this array. I don't want this index. Also, index stands for the values order, like 0, 1, 2. You can think it like this. Like in the order that you see in the index, that's the index numbers from 0 to number that you have the unique values. So I will say 0, and this is what I will be returning for the color encoded column, a series. So I'm going to make this run, and I will call data pandas factorize, and we are going to have our color encoded in here. Also, we can do this without 0 for seeing which number stands for what. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a similar operation using label encoder from scikit-learn. So I will say from scikit-learn that preprocessing import label encoder, not binarizer, encoder. And next, what I'm going to do is I will say data Scikit-learn, and I'm going to copy that. Then I'm going to initialize the label encoder, like label encoder is going to be label encoder initialized like this. And next I will say data Scikit-learn. I'm going to create a new column named color encoded again, and I will say label encoder fit transform, and we will give data Scikit-learn and color like this. Before making this run, I will call data Scikit-learn, not in a markdown format, in Python cell, like data Scikit-learn like this, and I'm going to make this run, and I'm going to call the data.scikit-learn again. So in here what we have is we have our color encoded column. So we have this column label encoded. Also, for checking which number stands for what, you need to pick the one that you initialize on, like label encoder. We initialize label encoder on this. I'm going to make a paste in here, and then you can call classes. Not classes like this. And now we can see blue, green, red. Now the order stands for 0, 1, 2 again. So blue takes the value 0, green takes the value 1, and red takes the value 2. And this is how we can understand which class stands for what in Scikit-learn label encoder. And you can transform your data using fit transform method. Okay, let's summarize what we did in this video. So firstly, we talked about how label encoding works, like we assign random values, and we transformed our size value like 0, 1, 2. 0 stands for small, 1 stands for medium, and 2 stands for large. And then we imported pandas. We get our data frame for the color column, red, blue, green, blue, red. And then I copied for making operations in another data frame. And I showed you how pandas factorize works and how we can find the label text like this. Then we create a new column, color encoded, with the factorize function from pandas. Then we did this similar operation with label encoder from Scikit-learn. We initialized it like this on label encoder. Then we used fit transform method for encoding our data. And then when we run this code, we see that we have the color encoded in here. And for the label tags, we can find them by .classes and underscore. And then we can see that blue stands for 0, green stands for 1, and red stands for 2. Also, you can call like 0 on here for getting the array, seeing it easily. 0 is the blue, 1 is the green, and 2 is the red. So thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this machine learning tutorial. I have a machine learning tutorials playlist where I have more than 40 videos. You can check that playlist for more videos like this. Also, I'm sharing new data science videos every week on my channel. You can subscribe to my channel for more videos. Have a great day.